I think I just need to accept the fact that the next few weeks leading up to Christmas, I think there's like 7, are going to be jam-packed. So let's have a look at the calendar. Whoa. Oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna have some busy times now leading up to Christmas. I've not filled in my evenings yet. That is something I'm going to do at lunchtime. But I have filled in everything else. There's not as much editorial this week because my website is still being built. However, I did get the first draft sent to me. I only looked at it late last night, but I've had another look this morning. I'm going to have a proper look today, and wow, I cannot wait for you to see it. So there's something a little bit different for this week because I am hosting a day of consult calls. So this is just going to be a day where I just chat to people for about 20 minutes and they just ask questions about any questions they've got about coaching, and we just have a chat and see if there's any way that I can help them. So I've got to do a lot of prep for that today, and I've got some prep to do for some coaching clients that I've got calls with this week. So yeah, better get cracking. So Monday is usually analytics day for me and my clients. I just kind of like doing the analytics on a Monday because it's like a new week and you get to see how the previous week's been. So anyway, I've been doing the analytics for a brand that I'm working with, and in the past week I've grown the followers by nearly 100. Now, I'm the type of blogger and coach who always says to my clients, you know, don't focus on the numbers. They don't mean as much as other things, which is 100% true. However, it is still very important to keep an eye on the numbers because they do tell you how well you are performing. And so you still see, it's been going on for months, that so many people are still complaining about the Instagram algorithm, and I've been one of them because I think there was one time like a couple of weeks ago when my posts were getting really like amazing results, and then one just got like, it was just like tumbleweed. And so, but this just goes to show that you can, like, it's just not real. Well, there is an algorithm, but that's not the reason why you are not getting followers. The reason why people cannot grow their followers is probably down to their content. And so I've completely overhauled this brand's content and plan and strategy, and it's working and it's getting results. So I guess this is just a message to say that if you are not seeing the results you want, or if you feel like something isn't working, then you have the power to change it or to get help to change it, and then you'll start seeing the success that you want and that you deserve. Happy Monday, guys. Just hopping on to give you a reminder that I am doing a live workshop in my Facebook group tonight on 7 habits for productivity success. I actually meant to show you this on Friday and I didn't. I think I forgot. So I'm sorry about that. The light is really bright in here, so just bear with me for 1 second. So this is the system that I have been using for the launch of my podcast. I tried so many different ways of planning it out in a notebook, in Asana, and none of them were working for me. I couldn't keep track of everything that I needed to do. So this is called Scrum, and I'm actually going to talk about it in one of the episodes, the podcast episodes that launches on Friday, because it's been so effective. So basically you have your project title at the top, and then you have 3 columns: backlog, doing, and done. And basically what you do is, the best way to do it is either do it on a whiteboard like this with sticky notes, or you could also do the same on like a massive A3 piece of paper and use sticky notes on that as well. So basically what you do is you write down every single task you've got to do for the project, and you put it in the backlog column. Everything starts off in the backlog column. When you are doing something, you move it from the backlog column into the doing column. If you don't finish it, it stays in the doing column until it's done, and then when it's done, you move it into the done column. I'm so happy with all these things on the done column. So yeah, and you do that with every single sticky note until the whole project is done. So it's really, really helpful if you are planning a big project. I'm thinking about doing it with something else as well, which I'm going to mention. But what's been really difficult, it's why I've not been filming that much in here, because when I've been filming in here and I've had, excuse the light, my back to the whiteboard, sometimes I haven't realised that like the title of the project has been in the shot, and then I've realised and had to start filming again. So I've had to be so, it's been so difficult to keep this a secret from you. I've had to be so mindful of that. And as well, like I've said before, when I've been putting things into Google Calendar, like I had to put, like, I couldn't put special projects, and then, but now I can just put record a podcast episode, but it's all fine. So yeah, so I'm thinking of using this again because I'm launching something, well, I'm planning to launch something quite big next year, and that is going to be in the form of a membership community, and it's going to be called Blog It, Boss It Academy. And it's something that I've been thinking about doing for ages. I think it's a really, really good model for people in my audience and in my community who don't want to invest in coaching but still want help and teaching and accountability. And so I'm in the planning stages at the moment, and I'm mainly in the idea validation section at the moment. And so I really want to take you along this journey with me, because it's the biggest thing that I'm going to create, like, ever, the biggest project that I'm going to be working on so far in my life, really. And so I really want to take you along this journey. But yeah, so I think I'm going to use that method for planning out probably each section, maybe not for the whole thing, because I am going to break it down into sections. I really want to get it all planned first before I start creating it. But then the most important thing in this first stage, Lola's whining because I've gone upstairs. The most important thing in this first stage is to validate the idea. So essentially, hello sweetie, did you wonder where I'd gone? Did you wonder where, oh, you're going upstairs, oh right, okay. You like sitting there, don't you? Yes you do, oh yes you do. Yeah, so the basis of it is going to be, it's a monthly, well, it's a membership community where you'll be able to pay either monthly or annually, and it's going to be based around the topic of online marketing. So there's going to be online courses, workshops, resources, tutorials, plans, templates, all sorts of things that will be really helpful for you in growing your online presence, whether you're a blogger or a business owner at any stage of your journey. And the main reason that I want to do this really is because when I first started out, and in the first couple, 2 or 3 years that I was starting out online, I felt like there was no easy way to get information. And I felt so passionately about this. It's what a branch of Holly is based around, and so I really think that this is a good solution. So yeah, it's going to be launching next year. I am so excited, but I would love to know if you would like something like this, if you would pay for something like this, because obviously it's going to be your money. It's not going to be expensive. It'll be, I've not worked it out yet, but I don't think it's going to be more than £30 a month, let's put it that way. But I really want to know if this is something that you'd be interested in. Would you find this helpful? You know, if this could solve your biggest problems when it comes to online marketing or building your visibility, what would that mean for you? So, can you see it there? So, what's the matter? What's the matter, darling? What's the matter? Oh, she likes being tall. But yeah, long-winded story, but if this is something that you'll be interested in, please just let me know in the comments, just a yes, I'm interested. It gives me more confidence. She's lost her duck. It gives me more confidence that I'm creating the right thing for you by your validation, so thank you so much for that in advance. That was very long-winded. I let my tea brew for about 6 minutes then while I was talking to you. So I just wanted to talk you through something that I'm doing. I think I've mentioned this. I know I mentioned lots of things in previous daily vlogs, but I can never remember what I've mentioned when. So that's pretty difficult. I really need to get better at that actually. Maybe I should start making a note so I don't repeat myself. Anyway, I know I've mentioned that I'm hosting 2 days of consult calls in November. And I've explained this, it gives people a chance to ask different questions about if they've got any hesitations about working with me. And usually it's a lot of, you know, what do you get in the coaching package, how much support do they get, etc. And so for everyone that's booked, I've got my first day on Thursday. So for everyone that has booked a call on Thursday, I am just about now to go through the survey responses. So what I'm going to do is I've got a notebook. I'm going to write down the survey responses on here, and then based on what they've put, I'm then going to write down any questions that I need to ask them, because really I want them to do most of the talking in this call so I can understand where they're at, and then if we do start working together, what the plan of action would be when we jump into the 3 or 6 months of coaching, depending on what package they go for. And then what I'm going to do, so I don't get stuck, I'm going to crack out my sticky notes pad. You've seen, these are the ones that I used upstairs in my office on the podcast Scrum plan. And I am going to just have each person on a different page. I think what I might do, actually, I've just thought this now, I might have, so this page I might write down the survey responses, and then I might leave this page blank for the call, so I've got a place to write notes next to it so I can keep everything together. And then I'm just going to add a sticky note on the top of each page here with each person's name in the order of the times the calls are going to be, so I know exactly whose notes are where, in what order. If you've not noticed by now, guys, I like to have everything planned. I like to know where things are, and yeah, I like to have things nice and structured. So I'm really interested actually to see what people have said. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that now. So I'm just getting set up for my Facebook Live. I do a live workshop in my Facebook group every Monday at 8 PM. And I think I'm actually going to, the one that I'm doing tonight, now in 10 minutes, I'm going to turn into like a little series leading up to the end of the year, because I had some quite good ideas for how it can be like a series for sort of to leading towards the end of the year. Just making sure that I look half decent. So this first one is going to be 7 habits for productivity success, and then I thought for the next one I could do sort of like making sure that what you're working on is aligning with your goals. And then I thought I could do something about KPIs and key performance indicators, because a lot of people wonder what they are. And then I thought I'd do the last one, could be like mistakes that people make when they're trying to reach their goals, because I know that those kind of things always do well. People want to know how to improve. I've changed into a t-shirt because it was really warm before. So yeah, so tonight I'm doing 7 habits for productivity success. If you want to be involved in any of these live workshops, it's completely free. And I always make sure they're super valuable. It'll only take half an hour of your time, just once a week. I'll leave the link to the Facebook group in the description, so you can come and join us and then get access to all the live workshops that I've done before. But yeah, so it's nearly 5 to 8 now. I've been droning on. So I'm going to do this live workshop, clean my face, and then me and Tom are going to sit down, because I've been sent the first draft of my website, as I said before. And so we're going to go through it because she wants a document with things that I've picked up on that I want to maybe change or things like that. So we're going to go through it together and just make loads of notes, because the sooner I do that, the sooner she can get cracking and the sooner it'll be live. So I'm very, very excited. Oh, and also tomorrow I should fingers crossed, be getting a very special delivery. So watch this space.